I listen to these BTF niggas because they blow my mind, son. Blue Tigers Fitted Network. Internet's back at it again. Another week, another chance to F things up. Scumbag Sherm. Infit Sherm. Infit Sherm. Call him nigga Fit Band Sherm for 2018.
What up, though?
Where your levels at, man? How many steps you take today?
The levels is good. I'm on like 19,000 right now.
19,000.
I don't know.
It's only half the day. Nigga made that up.
Yeah, I did.
Nigga made that up. Ain't no Fit Band over there.
No, hell no.
But you're staying healthy, man.
Trying, man. Just trying to do the right thing.
6 months. Congratulations, man. No squares.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a clap up for without the cancer sticks. 6 months, no cancer sticks, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that just had to go.
Don't let the white devils infuse your
Nah,
lungs and tar it all up for you.
They had took control of me for a while. I had to let it go.
The spirits got me.
Yeah. Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Never again.
That's all right. Limiting yourself to the BTF juice.
Mm-hmm.
That's all right. Regular ass time and I.
Yeah, y'all make up for me. Take some
to the
shots
boogie.
Tonight.
To the boogie for you.
Yeah.
No worries. That's good, man. But you living like a jolly fat man, or you trying to live like a young Ryan Seacrest jogging on a
how does a young Ryan Seacrest?
I don't know, successful white man. I don't know.
Trying to live like a successful white man.
Okay.
I don't know how to answer that. Let's just say I'm living.
You're just trying to be the best of you that you can be.
Yeah, be the best scumbag I can
be. Ladies, watch out. 2018. This nigga's going to be fit. This is going to be all bad.
High-powered scumbag.
High-powered.
Okay.
Super Saiyan scumbag. I think about to level up on y'all real quick, internets. Be careful. Be careful. Yo, I'd almost, Sherm want to just say it's been the Teak and Sherm show this past week. It was fun.
Yeah.
Ping ponging back, doing a little tennis, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then there's another guy that, didn't bring us into 2018. He just was.
He be out here.
He was Cardi B-ing.
Yeah.
Who
knows what this?
Who knows? And it just the who knows where in the hell is Tom Diego continues on. But however, he's here this evening.
I am.
Welcome, regular ass, to 2018.
Good to be back.
Good to be back.
Merry New Year.
Merry New Year. You're making money moves?
Always.
Always.
The goal.
He said, damn you two niggas.
That's the goal this year.
I'm going to go ahead and do my own thing.
Got to do this thing.
Ain't that a bitch?
Like Tommy out here, man.
Like Tommy.
we don't talk
you ain't got no job, Tommy.
Yeah, we don't talk about Tom business out here.
Workflow.
Not ever. There it is.
Niggas be like, workflow. So how's your regular ass 2018 been going, man?
Good, man. Smooth. No complaints.
No complaints.
Off to a good start.
Off to a good start. The glow up starting early.
Yep. Starting early. Continuing it.
They tried to steal your shine at the end of 2017. Man. They tried. They tried. They weren't successful, though.
You tried it. Didn't work.
Didn't work. You're going to have to teach the internet's the secret of not letting people steal that glow up shine.
Yeah, I'm going to come up with something. We'll do a little slight
I was going to say, who was it? Like The Man or something?
Well, it's a lot of combinations.
Man holding you down?
It's a lot of shit.
It's a lot of shit.
It wasn't just The Man.
Lot O. You know how they got Lot O?
Yeah, it was just a lot O shit
lot
trying to come together at once. And
it's a culmination.
Trying to build an apocalypse against this nigga.
With the shit used to, what was the Power Ranger shit thing called?
Morphin?
Yeah, she tried to morphin me to the fucking big ass robot and shit. But I was like, fuck that.
You was that nigga with the one finger that was fucked up and was gone?
Yeah.
And if you went to shake his hand and be like, make that little noise.
Yep, that was me.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
But yeah, it's all good.
It's all good.
Kept it pushing, baby.
Tom's thoughts have been on Instagram, internets.
Yeah, you'll see that coming back nice and strong.
You'll see the ladies comment and be like, who in the fuck do you think you are? Tom's thoughts is on some bullshit.
That's facts.
Those are facts.
But it's all good. That's what I'm
do
here
you,
for.
Do you
for
do
dialogue.
Do you do it to upset the ladies?
No. Hell
no. Not at all?
I just do it to start a conversation.
Why do they get upset, regular ass?
Because they connect with it on a personal level. And then they take offense to it because they probably doing that dumb shit.
So it hurts their heart.
Yeah.
Gets their soul.
It doesn't hurt their heart, but they're just bitter about it. No, I know a nigga ain't posting some shit about me. No, I don't even fucking know
They probably
you.
feel like you taking subliminal.
Yeah, that's
shots
all it
and
is.
shit.
I feel like it's subliminal shots. Like, I don't even know you. Why are you taking offense to something? It's the internet. Just learn something. Pay attention. Stop being defensive all the goddamn time.
I feel like
that's all y'all fucking problem right now.
Yeah, if you're always defensive,
shit.
Ain't that like an automatic admission to guilt?
Yeah, it is. Like, let that
Automatic
shit go. Be
admission
easy.
to guilt.
What do you mean by that? Why did you say that? Bitch, I was just talking. Like, why are you fucking tripping all the goddamn time?
Welcome.
That's not speaking to anybody. I'm just saying in general.
Welcome back,
Just
regular
in
ass
general.
time.
Like, god damn, y'all
Yeah,
take
we did
offense
miss
to
it.
everything.
We've-
But it ain't shit but sensitive ass motherfuckers out here these days.
Still in 2018.
You done got me motherfucking started.
Got me started. It's so early.
I know.
It's so early.
Let me calm down.
That's all right. Don't calm down.
I was laughing, so it worked.
The internet loves you.
Entertainment.
It's entertainment. You know. Internet, same thing with me, man. Just been organizing and collecting, as I like to say. We got some things going on this week that's pretty dope. Our schedule is going to be pretty busy for the week as BTF, as a crew and unit. Shout out to our guys, AJ and SJ, over at, they're doing the Urban Podcast Summit, man, for 2018. So this Thursday, January 18th, 2018, from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., man. It's going to be in Greenfield Plaza. No, they're not going to be selling jewelry. No, they're not going to be. What else gets done in Greenfield Plaza?
Tattoos.
Everything gets
Tattoos.
done. in Greenfield. Come on.
Hair braiding.
I need you to be less general.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shit.
It's not going to be that. It's definitely going down again with our podcast friends over there. Just to name a few, Sneaker Bop podcast is going to be out there. Wild Woke podcast is going to be out there. Views from the Thick. From Scratch, Shop Talk, and the rest of those guys, Hood Illustrated Magazine, and a whole bunch of other folks, man, from Detroit. It almost seems like they're coming together all in one place of business to have this panel. And it's super dope because our friend and brother to the show, Premium Pete, will actually be in town. And it's going to be a lot of, Italian bread and soprano talk shit happening up on the panel. When Pete comes into town. So we're super excited to get with those guys, man, see what they're about, and show our face and fellowship, as they like to say in the church.
Hey, that's a good look, man. We need more of this.
We need more of it.
A lot more.
And I told you we're going to do a hell of a lot more of it come 2018, man. And, the other cool thing that I'm super excited about as we ramble on and get through this show, my homeboy, and no stranger to the show, because when they come back, like, nigga, y'all family, you know what to expect. Ain't no big, lavish, elaborate intros once. I gave it to you one time.
Right.
Never again. Never again. Freddie P's in the building from the Heat Factory Internets. Clap it up.
Though?
Freddie P, what up, though, family?
What up, though? What's
How
good,
you been, man?
I've been good, man.
Blessed.
How y'all been, man?
You know,
Chilling,
you know when people say blessed, what does that really mean, though?
That means somebody been looking out for you.
Like,
been good.
Everything's been good.
does it mean that really, though? You know how I be like, oh, brother, I'm blessed, man. Like, nigga, you still have problems. I just hate to see, people just use that, like that same saying I keep telling y'all about. At the end of the day, nah, nigga, you ain't blessed. You just a nigga that's making it.
Well, I know, Fred, we don't like to think about our problems all day. That's why we say we blessed. motherfucker.
Trying to stay positive.
Yeah, Jesus.
And then who's God are you blessed from?
All right.
On to
Teeks asking some deep questions.
right. Who's God? Like, I don't know, whatever God he chooses.
We ain't seen Fred in months, and here he comes. Like, yo, who's your God, Fred?
Right.
Who is your God?
Who's your God friend?
Jesus, first question. All right. What's good, bro?
What up,
Good
man?
God,
Just
Fred.
playing it, man. Just working, man. That's what I've been on since.
Yeah.
I last saw y'all, just like y'all, man.
Just out here
Man,
grinding.
just hustle. Listen,
here
last
hustling.
time we were talking about, Detroit players and Detroit hustlers were having a baseball game, man. You know what I'm saying?
That felt like so long ago.
It
man.
did, right? But
Yeah.
you know what? The thing I could say about that, we made it out to the event. We had such a great time, man. Just being
Thanks, man.
spectators of the show for a couple reasons. One, you couldn't ask for better weather.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous outside.
It was.
Sun was shining, clouds were out, birds were chirping.
Yeah, man.
And you had everybody, man, from young kids to women to men. You had the concession stand on jam, right? And it was dope, man. You guys had an awesome game.
Appreciate it.
And unfortunately, the Detroit Hustlers didn't end up
I know. You
with a
feel
win.
me? It's cool. Next year we coming back.
Yeah,
Next summer.
Next summer.
Hey,
All right, Detroit players actually ended up stealing that win in there, and boy, were they bragging.
They were. They're still talking about it right now.
Still talking about it right now.
They get all year to talk it.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Yeah, pretty much, man. And then, following up, Heat Factory did a book scholarship program with that. So Brittany Tyson.
Yeah, from
right.
Western Michigan, my alma mater, Western Michigan University.
You shouldn't rig that, Fred.
I didn't rig it, man. Look, her application was good. She did her thing. I'm like, you deserve it, man. Like, go ahead.
Yeah.
For real. So it was dope, man. She's from Western. So we did that as a result of our the softball game. So everyone who donated to the book scholarship, that's where the $225 came from. So thanks to everybody that donated.
That's
Y'all
dope,
guys
man.
as well. Appreciate it.
For sure.
That's super dope, man. To raise that money.
Yep.
And then it's like you fast forward, been following Fred, look at these Soul Sundays.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hashtag Soul Sundays. And I said, this guy Fred is over here working. This is why I like this guy. I said his heart and soul and foundation was based off of sneakers, and the whole meaning of the Heat Factory based off of kicks.
Yep.
He knows I'm a guy that likes sneakers. Hell, everybody here at the Blue Tigers Fitness Show loves sneakers. Then he creates Soul Sundays. And not just anything where it's like, all right, let's put some shit that the new 7210s or the new damn Jim Red 11s and came out. Everything that everybody and their mama has out. This guy reaches back into the archives and pulls out shit like 15, 20 years plus old and takes a picture for the internets and posts it up for viewing pleasure. Fred, talk about Soul Sundays, man.
Yeah, Soul Sundays, like you said, man, the foundation of the Heat Factory is all for the love of sneakers, man. That's where it started, so it's important to never forget that. It's easy to try to switch your lane or do different stuff, but the foundation is the sneakers first. So really what sparked the idea was me getting a new camera, honestly. So just invested, like, let me get a new camera, see how it works out. And I had this collection sitting on ice for at least a year. Yeah. So one day it just clicked, like, oh, I need new pictures. I need content on my website. Y'all know how it goes. You always need to put something out there, a new picture, whatever. Like, why don't I just take pictures of the sneakers? And then the idea just sparked from there.
Nice.
So Sundays, it just sounds good. And that's what it is.
That SS. So talk about on Soul Sundays, man, some of the things that you post up. I mean, obviously, you brought some pretty vintage-esque boxes down here. One I see in particular I know we're going to get to here in a minute.
Yeah, Fresh blessing us with the photos. We're going to have to get the
flips on. We got a few. Some of these boxes look familiar, down here in Studio One. You know what I'm saying? We're not strangers to some of the goods that have been brought, man. But talk about that black and silver boxes you bought specifically with you.
Oh, yeah. This box right here is the Columbia 11s, 2001.
And you hear that internet's Columbia, not Legend Blue or fucking whatever the hell they call it blue nowadays. Comes with the old school retro card.
Old school retro card receipt. So these were purchased at Eastland Mall.
And if internets don't know, Eastland Mall, you can get shot buying your Jordans there. Just so you know.
Back in the day,
and still now.
January 17th, 2001. They cost $125.
$125.
Brand new pair of 11s.
$125.
Yeah, that
Columbia Blue.
How much are they going for now?
You could probably, that particular pair in a brand new condition, you probably anywhere in the high $400s, $500.
Nigga, what?
Yeah. $125 for that shoe.
You know what's funny to me? Those shoe stands out to me. From the Jamie Foxx show.
Oh yeah.
He wore them when they released.
Oh yeah. So
it was that same episode where the little badass little kid, and he was getting them stuff.
Yeah.
And he was opening them out. He was like, "Oh, honey."
What stands out to me?
Gotta go back.
What stands out to me with this is Will Smith wearing these in the episode last episode.
Was that the last one
when the house was done and he's like, "Montana left me, man." That whole emotional scene. And
that was on that. I thought that was the last episode when the series was over.
Nope.
He was standing left room with his
it was
hand
that
in his
episode
pocket?
with his hat backwards and the blue jean outfit. He had the wash denim joint and he was rocking these joints right here, man. Columbia Blue.
Yeah.
Know your history, nigga. Know your history.
Soul Sunday today.
Soul Sunday today, as we're talking about it.
Is Soul Sunday an endeavor that you only do, or is it you can encourage the whole internet to come on?
Yeah, I'm trying. It's not just the Heat Factory. I want everybody to get involved in Soul Sunday. The idea or the goal being, give a little history of the shoes. Go back in your vault, pull something out. Not like you said, not the new stuff. We all got that. So for the real sneakerheads, like pull something out. It's Soul Sunday. Show me what you got.
That's right. I'm gonna pull it out.
That sounds like a challenge right there.
Yeah, it's a challenge.
Challenge. Yeah. Goddamn right. You don't want me to. You don't want me to dig in these crates.
I think we can get into that challenge.
Don't want me to dig in these crates back here.
Let's make it happen.
That's all I gotta say.
Make it happen.
I can just go like this.
I got it.
Reach.
Got him.
Let's get
So
it
you
going.
ready, huh?
Ready. So all right. So Columbia 11s, dope. Had 7 pair of those at one point. 7. And the only reason I say I had 7 pair of this particular shoe. So when it originally came out back in the day, 95, 96, I couldn't afford a pair, right? And the re-release, which you brought, the 2000, 2001 pair, I went insane because I was always reading up on MJ, and everybody wanted to be like Mike in a sense, right? Gatorade commercials, be like Mike, right? Mike was that guy, and I grew up watching Mike. So I read somewhere that Michael Jordan actually owns, to this day still, 7 pair of every shoe that Jordan has ever put out. So that goes for like originals to team shoes to player exclusive to what 7 pair, because like Mike's superstitious, right? Yeah. So me in my young age,
I was about to say, I see where this is going.
yep,
already.
see where it's going. So I'm like, I'm gonna be like Mike for real. Like, yeah, Mike has 7 pair. Fuck that, I'm gonna get 7 pair. Started to grow up, make your own money. Not buying no clothes, no food, you just buying shoes. I'm like, yeah, that shit only lasted for a short period of time.
I was about to say, I knew this man a long time. I didn't know you had these kind of problems.
Right.
Oh, yes. You could have come to one of them.
Oh yes.
Man, I ain't ate 3 days, man.
Yes.
But I got these kicks.
I got these kicks, nigga. Shit. I know my ribs
Fresh ass shoes,
going
dog.
through my shirt, but fuck it. My J's is cool though.
I feel you.
Yeah, it was bad. 7 pair. There's a picture floating around on the internet. Well, I'll show that picture with sneakers all over my head. If you notice, it was one left of every shoe, and then in the back, all the other 6 pair. Or
Nah, you're not that bad, are you, Fred?
I was at one point. I had a phase. I'm really bad now because I kind of have an excuse. Like, it's for business. I need 2 pair of these. I need 3 pair of those. So it's even worse.
Well, if you're writing them off, that's different.
Right, yeah, right.
hey, allegedly, it's
Right.
a business expense, Sherm. Okay,
It is.
scumbag.
Right.
Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Take us to the next shoe, Fred. What we got, man? Orange box, half orange, half.
This may not be the original. This is a accelerator box, but inside,
OG
Aquas.
90. What you got? OG? Oh, yes.
Yes, sir.
OG Aqua 8s. And if you listen to any internets, Kanye or anybody else who said, retros weren't even hot to him, and Don C started wearing them, you out of your fucking mind.
Right. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Get out of here, son.
Get out of here, son.
Yeah.
Retro 8s, which everybody who didn't know shoes would always call Bugs Bunny 8s. You got them Bugs Bunny 8s? Them black Bugs Bunny 8s? No, nigga. They're Aqua 8s. I can remember the jogging suit that this came with, and the little flight suit that they dropped way back in the day with Aqua 8s, and the straps. Like, this was inspired by the Huarache era from Tinker Hatfield, because if you notice on the inside, there's like an inner booty that goes there. And yeah, not the booty you thinking about, nigga.
Right.
Not that ass. But yeah, totally nerded out to those, man. Love that colorway.
Mm-hmm. Especially those jerseys.
That tongue, Sharon, you know what that you probably nigga to call that varsity, would you? What's a varsity tongue? It's actually called chenille.
I definitely wouldn't have said neither of those
There's
things.
there's definitely a chenille tongue, right? That's almost like a carpet, aka varsity jacket type material, right?
Got you.
You with me? And Jordan 8, man. It was hot as fuck though in that shoe. No ventilation action.
Nope, he
happened
hated them though.
Yeah,
And you know one thing that's crazy? These just came back out, right? But everybody didn't like them because they thought they changed them, but they went back to being original.
And it was the gray portion more so in the back of the shoe. So when they retroed it the very first time, it was kind of darker, whatever. But they brought the original gray effect to it. I fucks with this whole Agassi / 90s
Right.
type paint
Like
strokes there.
Some Zubasses or something.
Zubasses.
You remember those pants?
Nah, nigga. You
Fred might not remember.
Regular ass
y'all
time.
old
Go ahead.
motherfuckers. Y'all know what they are.
regular ass.
Yeah.
what you gotta say.
Google Zubasses. Okay, that's what the side of that shit looks like.
Shop of the world, I told you. That's what you.
It's magically delicious.
That was your shit. Shop of
I'm
the
just
world.
saying,
I'm telling
fam.
you.
That was a thing back then.
Don't ever say that name again, ever.
I'm just saying. But
I
the
heard-
eights was cold though.
I ain't heard that name in at least 20 years.
Zubasses. See,
I
you
was
knew,
a little-
you knew what
since I
they
was
were.
little.
It's probably 30.
He knew what they were though. While he was fronting on me.
No, I didn't know that. I didn't buy Zubasses. I don't know.
Nobody did.
Nobody did.
I don't know.
Somehow everybody had them, but nobody had them.
I don't know what Zubasses are, Sherm. I'm so sorry. I can't help you.
That's cool. That's straight. You know what they are. But the side of them do look like that. The 8s is always my favorite. I prefer the what is it, the white?
The white, black, and red
gray,
joints. Yeah.
I don't know if y'all have some like special Jordan code name for those. Jordan. It seems to be a code name for every pair of Jordans.
No, we know which ones you're talking about.
Those are black.
Those are
city.
Those
are black to me.
That's blue, nigga.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. You know, same shit, different day.
Same shit, different day. The 8s are special and will always hold a near and dear place in my heart. Love the 8s, Aqua 8s. But the other ones that are going to hold a near and dear place in my heart is this other box that he brought. And some of you sit up here, I know, don't remember this at all, whatsoever. This other box that Fred's about to show us is pretty insane. Do you remember that box? That box isn't even the box for that shoe.
No, it's not.
Oh, that's okay.
It's not. But he already knows what it is.
However, low key, before you even open that box, what shoe is that box for?
Honestly, I don't even know what box this shoe is
That
for.
box looks like a box that I have. See that Tailwind right there? That's an original 1996 Tailwind, Air Max Tailwind. Came in that box that you have right there, alongside of this OG Tiger Woods cleat that he signed with Nike. Came in that box right there. However, internets can't see this, but they'll see it.
No.
What's in that other box that niggas put shipping labels all over?
Right.
Old school. Now, those aren't OG. However, they're close to original. Those are what, 93, 94?
Jeez.
94 remakes.
That's crazy.
It is. Look at the butter ass leather on here.
What are we looking at?
We're looking at an Air
That's
Jordan
crazy.
Retro 3, which originally came out 88. Soles are crumbling.
Yeah, I've never seen this, Fred. How did you do this, bro? Like, how does that even
Time
happen?
did that.
Time did this?
Time does that.
Time did it. Wear
all
your
good
shoes.
shoes.
Right? Nike
All
Air.
good shoes, it does.
Nike Air is a coveted thing on the back of a shoe. Sneakerheads, right? They don't want to see that jump man in that Air, right? They want to see some Nike Air.
93?
93, 94. Yep, 94 pair that released. And talk about that shoe, Fred.
Yeah, man.
Don't let get me talking.
No, for real. This is a classic. To me, the 3s are just like, they changed the game from the elephant print, the first time having an elephant print on there, to the look, like, that's just crazy in one. Like, who would think to put elephant print on the shoe? But to this day, it's still like fire.
So see, that's what's crazy. See how there's that thing of elephant print / cement print.
Yeah.
And it was always that big thing because, as you know, and as we know, most internets know, that material was taken from Tinker Hatfield. It showed him different skins and different materials. Mike back in the day, like, hey, here's some exotic shit we could put on a shoe. But when the fuck have you ever seen an elephant with that print on his body?
Never.
Never.
Yeah.
However, you've seen the cement cracks of Highland Park like that.
Of course.
There it is. Cement, elephant, internets. The breakdown.
The breakdown.
But yeah, 3s are one of my favorites too. They're actually bringing back the black cement 3s.
February 7th.
All-Star Game weekend. $199. $200. Start putting away missing a DTE bill payment or a car payment. I don't know.
That's one of the shoes that you can. There's some shoes that you can wear with everything. That's one of them.
Black cement 3s?
Yeah,
definitely.
You can wear with anything.
And
everything you got, you can wear with.
And honestly, to me, cement 3s, white cement 3s, black cement 3s look a lot better beat. Honest, in my opinion. When they're worn, they look better. I mean, it's, you know, everybody wants a fresh pair. But when those things are ass beaten, they can go with anything, in my opinion.
Cement 3, great shoe.
What say you, Sherm? You've owned a pair. You've owned a pair of black cement 3s in your lifetime.
A few times. I never had 7 pair like you had.
Well.
You know,
I didn't get.
They're up there. They're part of my favorites. Now, Fred, I heard you were doing a pop-up shop here soon. Were you going to have these kicks at the show here?
Yeah,
or?
so that's kind of also the purpose of bringing them here. So we're having a Heat Factory experience January 20th at the Fire House Loft from 1 to 7 p.m. This is our first time doing an event like this popping up in general. So it's going to be a whole experience, man. Something fire is happening literally every hour. So one of the hours we're going to unveil our sneaker collection. We probably have 20, 25 pair. So yeah, that's like the whole purpose. We'll have a little blurb about, you know, the history, what where they're from, what era, this and that, so you can really look in depth, back in our vault.
Yeah, go ahead.
We had a little bit of the vault right here.
Yeah, we had a little bit of the vault here. It's dope because the Fire House Loft. If you are, definitely make sure you're following. The Heat Factory on Instagram and also Freddie_P on IG as well. He's been posting up some pretty dope promo for this event, the experience. Like, you got a gas mask on.
Yeah, man.
Was the gas mask, was it made of any kicks? I couldn't see it exactly. It was a legit gas mask, right?
It's just a legit gas mask. It actually works and everything.
Really?
I basically just painted it, man.
Yeah.
I wanted to give it that, like, what's going on type feel.
Yeah.
Like, mask,
and just so it's clear, right? It's in Highland Park, right? 16075 Hamilton Ave.
Yep.
In Highland Park, Michigan. It's in a legit firehouse.
Yeah, like a legit
like
firehouse.
Where firemen used to roll a fire truck through.
Yeah.
How in the hell did you get this house, this firehouse set up, man, to do this event in?
So that's a great question. So maybe 2 years back when I was first starting this Heat Factory thing, I went to an event there. So I'm just in there. It was like I think it was like a party, or it was like someone was painting during the whole party. So it was a different type of event. So I'm in here the whole time like, dang, this is a firehouse. Like, first thing that come to mind to me is like, oh, this would be perfect.
Yeah.
So that was 2 years ago, mind you that, right? So I was trying to get in contact with these people for 2 years almost. Mm-hmm. It's foreclosed, it's switch owners every other weekend. So it was just like, took 2 years basically.
Shout out to Detroit.
Finally, one day, it was another party there. So I go, and I'm enjoying the party. I'm like, before I leave, I'm going to find out who owns this building. Before I leave, that was my goal. So right before I left, I asked, the owner was right there. I'm like, hey, just started kicking it with him. He was like, man, I see your vision already. Whatever you want to do, we good. We got it. Here's my number, boom. Nice. And from there, that was it.
Yeah, that's love right there.
Really
that's good that you had that support behind you when somebody sees your vision and goes, you know what, I'm going to help you out.
Yeah. For real, man.
Especially with the logical choice of a firehouse when you call yourself the Heat Factory.
Nice.
And it helped that they got that right away. You know? Exactly. They're like, oh, yeah, of course, it makes sense here. Like, exactly. That was perfect, man.
So you say every hour upon the hour, something's going to happen?
So, it looks like from the lineup so far. So 1 p.m. So it's from 1 to 7 p.m.
Yep.
1 p.m. is the shopping experience that begins.
Yep. So one pause on that.
Yep.
It's not your ordinary shopping experience. So everything that we're doing is different. So just wanted to note that.
What does that mean? Like, what exactly does that mean? What's so different about this shopping experience?
So I kind of want to save it so you be surprised when you get there. I want to hold a little back.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's a different way to shop. You know how you go somewhere and you be like, man, I wish I could get this in this color, or, you want to throw your own flavor on it?
Yeah.
It'll be more of that.
Okay.
You can't give away too much.
BTF Sherm's going to have to keep us updated on the know, right? So he's going to be there bright and early at 1. At 2 p.m., sneaker collection unveiled, like we spoke about. And is it yourself and someone else revealing like a total kind of collection type thing?
Yeah, so it'll just be our collection right now. We're going to kind of creating a good display case for it, decorating and everything. So we're just going to basically just unveil it. Nothing, extraordinary, just showing the shoes off at that point.
And then we got THF Trivia and Vibe, so Sounds by Leak, 3 p.m. 4 p.m. we have a winter collection fashion show. So there's some of the apparel that you're rocking right now.
Yes, sir.
New hoodie, new hat.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's dope. So he's going to be unveiling some of that. And then a BTF favorite, Moses the God, an artist showcase at 5 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I got a bunch of enigmas and a bunch of riddlers happening here at 6 p.m.
What's going on?
Something interesting is going to happen. Is what I like to call that power hour.
Yeah, basically.
So something crazy going to happen.
You never know
right?
what's going to happen in that last hour. So
even if the internet can't get there for that shopping experience, I would highly encourage you to get there that last hour, man. Because that last hour is going to be, who knows?
Who knows?
You said 1 to 7?
Yep.
Yeah, so 6 hours.
So it's 6 hours. So I kind of did that. So, a lot of people have different schedules. A lot of people are busy. So you can fit in one time in between. Mm-hmm. So if you even decide, all right, I'll just come for the sneaker collection, that's, what time it is, that hour. But more than likely, once you get there, you're not going to leave.
That's dope. Yeah, hey, I like it. I like the concept, man. I know you always got something going on, it seems like.
Yeah.
So that's your wintertime calling. Is there anything, what can we expect from the spring, if anything?
Yeah, so definitely I want to do the softball game right again next summer, spring. That was a lot of fun, man.
Yep.
I got a lot of feedback on that. It was a good day, good space, good park, so I definitely want to focus on getting that bigger and better next time around. Maybe add a few more teams, maybe make it a tournament. We never know, man.
Hey, I like that too. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. So at this event, man, January 20th, is it anything like, is there entry fee to get in? Like, what's that about for folks that are coming out, man?
Yeah, so you just come out. It's free entry. Once again, 1 to 7. You come anytime you want. So the Firehouse is broken down into 2 floors. Okay. So the bottom floor will be more of the shopping experience where you can purchase merchandise, look at the collection. And upstairs is more of like a loft. It's a nice, venue space where you can kick back, chill, fire pits, food,
That's the one thing I like about you, Fred, is that you offer this event free. Right, to whereas a lot of people would try to get monetary value off of this, right? Like has charge cats $15, $20 at the door, and you don't even know what this quote unquote experience is or if it's for you, right? I appreciate the fact that you allow people to come through and literally truly get an experience. Like you said, there's 2 floors. It's at a freaking Firehouse. When's the last time your ass been to Firehouse, Sharon? Field trip day?
Yeah.
Kindergarten?
5th grade, baby.
Not ever.
Not ever. Right?
No. My school took us to Firehouse.
Yeah.
Come on now.
And then right to McDonald's.
Right.
Come on, I got the McDonald's. But I think that's dope, man, because it opens up something different for the city, right? And it gives people inspiration, man, to do something positive with all of this snowpocalypse action, doom and gloom, freaking weather that we got going on. You can come get hot in the winter.
Exactly. Bringing you heat all winter.
All winter.
All winter.
God damn it. That's how we do it. Freddie P. Internets. Appreciate it, man. You hanging back for the second half?
Yeah, I'm kicking it.
Oh, goddamn, Kanye. Well, Internets, that's what we do. Freddie P. Heat Factory Experience, January 20th, 16075, Hamilton Ave, Highland Park, Michigan, 1 p.m., 7 p.m. Fucks with him. Fucks with the Heat Factory. Freddie_P on IG. And he's going to be here for the second half, Internets. This is the Blue Tigers Fitted Show. Freshly made music. Let's go.
Marks the spot, not X.
And we are the girls from the G Spot podcast. Wanted to tell you that you're listening to Blue Tiger Fittest podcast.
Blue Tigers Fitted Network. Internet's back at it again. Freddie P in the building, as usual. Second half. What up, though? Before I get into second half, Tom, what'd you think about Eminem's Chloroseptic remix?
Oh.
We didn't talk about that.
That was...
We were all so butthurt about the album, then all of a sudden...
That was much needed.
It was much needed.
It kind of went, I think we talked about it. I don't know if
we did.
But how, you were saying your biggest gripe with him is how he doesn't flow on the beat. Like he goes against it. He doesn't go with it. On a remix, he definitely went perfectly with it.
Shout out to Denine, by the way, for mixing that up.
Yeah,
the way he did.
I was happy that, and that's going to bring up another question. I was happy that he released that because it was like, it gave me some, okay. He can still, because it was like on the whole album, it might have been 2 tracks that I'll listen to. Mm-hmm. And Chloroseptic was one of them, the original one, but I still didn't like the track. It wasn't like, yeah, I'm going to defend that track. It was only one track that I was defending with y'all, and that was the Offended one.
Right.
And
Offended.
That one, whichever one.
Yeah.
And that was the only one I was defending because I felt he went in on that.
Right.
But all the rest of them was like, they're okay, but the whole album...
My question is, why didn't this make the initial cut? You know what I mean? Because we knew him and 2 Chainz recorded, so it makes me wonder, did M already have a solo version? He was like, I'm going to do this for the album, but let me invite 2 Chainz and Old Boy.
So here's my theory. And at first it didn't make sense until Joe Budden did the diss and then Bizarre and the whole...
All that Twitter
So
beef, yeah.
I think all of that was planned. That's just me. Because we know 2 Chainz was on the album. We know for a fact he was. even before the album released, he was like butthurt about like you ain't gonna put my shit out with your album, like, you know, whatever. He made a little subliminal thing or whatever. So okay, that's one person that's on Eminem's side that said something. And then you got Joe Budden, who's gonna say something. He's signed to Eminem. Come on. And then you got Bizarre. Okay, they've been friends since they was younger. Okay. And he got 50 Cent, who's egging on the beef.
Which might I say was funny as fuck when Joe Budden was like, nigga, I'll come to Detroit and fuck you up.
Right. And it's just like, okay, you got all of this.
I didn't hear that.
No, he did.
It was a Twitter beef.
It was a Twitter beef. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he definitely did. Bizarre was like, yo, nigga, you know, stop. You get paid from Shady, yada, yada, yada. He was on like Instagram or Facebook Live. And then he went on Twitter and took it to Twitter. And Joe Budden, and that's funny, I was talking to Tom Earl and New, I was like, yo, I'm reading it like Joe Budden was saying, like, yo, Bizarre, stop. I love you, man. But I'll come to Detroit and beat your ass.
Yeah, like real shit. But to me, you got all of these people that know each other. They're on the same camp, basically. Okay, with the exception of 2 Chainz, but it's because he's on the song. I feel like, you know, when M is his best is when he has somebody else major on the track, or when people take shots at him. Yeah. Then he'll go in.
Okay, I could agree.
Other than that, he just makes pop music now. But so I feel like, and this is just what I feel. I feel like Joe Budden was the catalyst to like, okay, Eminem and all of them in the camp, like, okay, well, the reviews is bad. This is da-da-da-da-da. Let's figure out how to just do something. Joe is known for doing shit like that. So, hey, why the fuck not? Because they're still signed to Shady Records, all of them. And it's like, okay, as I listen to the Chloroceptor remix, because at first I'm like, nah, hey, where does he talking about Joe Budden at? And then I hear it.
You hit your little reviews.
Yeah, and then he's talking about, he was like, something about your whole camp. When I wrote, you couldn't out-rap me on the shit that I wrote you.
Yeah.
Your group or whatever. So it makes it seem like to me like I'm waiting for Slaughterhouse. I wait for them to drop some shit. Because Joel Ortiz, that dude is the craziest one on that camp, by the way. But
yes.
No, he definitely is by far.
I agree.
The best one on that thing. But it's just like I feel like it helped. It's like I want to say, hey, thank you, Joe Budden. Whatever the hell you did.
For being the fall guy.
Right, for being the fall guy, because you got this shit out of him, if that's the real case. But, you know, it's hard for me. I've never known a time where Eminem got pissed off of what the reviews was of his album. I could be wrong, but I don't ever remember him coming out releasing something like.
No, I think that it was the albums were a combination of like, hey, society and this, like, oh, it's there.
I know he beat himself up,
for
like Relapse or some shit like that. But for him to get pissed off the reviews and all that shit, it's like, I'm glad he was listening. That's all I gotta say about it. Because this shit, that one verse was better than that whole goddamn album. Man.
Exactly.
Like, it was crazy.
I'm just glad it released.
2 Chainz was dope. I could have skipped over the other pressure. I didn't really.
He didn't need to be.
I don't like that.
He didn't need to be there.
I guess as they call it, the cadence. I didn't like.
It's filler.
Fuck all
it's
that.
Filler. That's all it is.
Too. I couldn't understand what he was. I don't like shit when I can't understand what they're saying. That's just me. That's like why.
Fuck all that mumble rap.
That's why I don't really fuck with mumble rap like that.
90% of what's out here.
Yeah, and that's why I don't fuck with hardly any of it.
Yeah.
It's like I love trap music because I mean I just got that interaction.
Shout out to Side of Prince though.
Yo, fuck yes. But
go back and look at some of his interviews.
That's what I think. But I thought it was dope.
What's that you scumbag?
I agree with everything Tom said. I mean, Eminem's not going to be outshine. Period. You put him on like an A-list track, you're not going to get a verse.
Yeah,
you're not going to beat him verse for verse. But it's like, yo, man, bring that fire to the whole album, bro. That's all.
Now, I heard some shit on Facebook today. I don't know how true it is, but Jadakiss wants to like do a $700,000 rap battle against M.
And that's another thing. I think
don't do it.
I'm wondering is with that. That's another thing. I'm wondering if they're like, hey, rappers are like, all right, so he'll respond if you say some shit about his shit. So let's try and
poke the bear. Poke the bear.
Let's get him because I'm sure everybody wants M to be fucking what we know M to be. Don't nobody. When that shit dropped, you ain't hear no reviews from nobody. Not any rapper, nobody. Besides if it was like, you know, on Eminem's own camp or whatever. They're like, oh, yeah, this is the best thing. Nah, it
wasn't like an album for nobody.
No, it wasn't.
And who in hip-hop was listening to that?
Right?
Like,
so that's what's crazy because they did, Marshall Mathers, Eminem had the revival / Mom Spaghetti pop up
Yep.
at St. Andrews not too long ago, earlier this year, right? So a couple weeks ago, and where people from near and far. So it wasn't even cats in Detroit. It was people flying in from like New York and Maryland and Cali to line up in the freezing freaking cold. Like it was snowing that day that he had this pop up at St. Andrews, and I didn't think he was going to come through. Shout out to M for coming through because they were trying to get rid of some of the shady. Was it the Carhartt clothing?
Oh yeah,
The anniversary clothing, and they had the same setup like they did at Complex Con last year in Cali. They took that same like trailer kind of setup and I just thought it was like for just promo, like, all right, we're trying to get rid of some shit, it's sitting, whatever. But to my surprise, like people actually came to St. Andrews, were able to buy this clothing, right, from that was left over, buy the album on CD, on hard copy. And the mom spaghetti part of it is that they had like a little Chinese restaurant noodle kind of box with the little mom heart tattoo shit with mom spaghetti. And there's actually people there in St. Andrews cooking spaghetti with just marinara or spaghetti with like meatballs in it and shit. And they were serving it to people. It was like $5, $8, whatever, with a meatball. Nice. And you could actually have like mom spaghetti based off what it was, right? And he had the like the spaghetti bread or whatever the fuck he called it, where you can buy like a garlic bread essentially with like a sandwich, spaghetti sandwich kind of thing. But lo and behold, as the event went on, people actually, Paul Rosenberg jumped up on stage, said, yo, I want to introduce somebody, blah, 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 blah. Don't fucking go crazy, yada, yada, yada. And M actually came out.
Oh, wow.
And M came out and signed CD covers, T-shirts, arms, taking selfies, like doing shit on Facebook Live for people. And I thought that was dope, for him to do that, because he doesn't have to. He's a hermit, so he doesn't have to do that shit. So for him to come out and actually do it was pretty crazy in itself to happen. So I don't know. Album's still whack. I didn't go. I was just
there it is.
I'm just saying. I was just, I wasn't about to stand outside like some of these idiots. Some of these people, you should see it. If you go to Eminem's Instagram, and there's a link like in his bio that you can go to like shadywhatever.com. People are out there like, yeah, I was playing Marshall's album and I had contractions and gave my baby. This is little Elijah, whoever. And I'm like, oh my God. And some other dude was like, the way I am, bro, help me through high school and not blow my fucking head off. Like, Eminem's the greatest. And like, I'm just like, okay, yeah. And so that's cool.
So Eminem is officially cult status now. Huh?
He's definitely, because there was white trailer trash people there talking about like, he's from where I'm from and he made it, so I'm gonna make it. Like, no.
Okay.
No.
You're not.
You're sucking dick for dollars. Put it down.
You're not gonna
Put it down. You're not Eminem.
no chance.
You're not Kim Basinger.
Jeez.
Stop it.
Jeez.
Jeez. Which leads us into our next topic.
She probably was an entrepreneur. That's what
She could have been. Was she to the ladder of success or not?
She just may have.
She just may have. Maybe she's working at give me a restaurant. I don't know.
Shoney's shit.
Sony's. Those still even open?
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't know. He said,
So random.
Yeah. He said it big, Notorious Big popped in my mind.
Oh my God.
Wait, bro.
Shoney's.
You said Shoney's.
Shoney's, yeah. It's down there with Chi-Chi's.
Chi-Chi.
Rest in peace to both of them.
Right. Shit, they still got the sign up on it was one on 96 in the Middle Belt. The sign is still there.
That's like Bennigan's.
I think Bennigan's is still around.
Bennigan's is not still around, Sherm.
I don't think it's around.
It's definitely not. Neither is Shoney's.
No, Shoney's isn't. I don't know.
I don't know either. Where the fuck did that come from? I'm king of random. Shoney's came out of nowhere. Because I can see that whack ass SHONEYS. Jesus.
I'm just speaking on the trailer park girl that you mentioned. She might have a job at Shoney's, but since Shoney's doesn't exist, she's unemployed officially now. So it all makes sense when you really think about it.
Hilarious.
It all comes back full circle.
Beyond hilarious. Beyond hilarious.
Shit.
But the topic comes up, and I'm glad I got Freddie P here, man. Heat Factory. Working for somebody versus not.
Yep.
Right? We are in the information age, right? As some would like to call it. The industrial age was you go to school, right? Get good grades, get in high school, then you go to college. And once you go to college, you get yourself a 4-year degree. If you're a whoever lawyer, you stay 7 or whatever the case may be. And once you graduate from college, you get a successful job that earns money, where you can start supporting a family, and you could be, the American dream, right? Buy your house with your white picket fence, and college is going to help you, stay in college, stay in school, right?
2.5 kids and a dog.
Right,
Right.
Yeah. So that's what we were brought up as, or a lot of folks were brought up as, is, run that route to success. And as we know, some of these same people, professors, teachers, scholars, and there's no diss to them, but these same people that are teaching these classes, they're in the quote unquote system because it's a business just like anything else, right? Those professors and whomever aren't quote unquote successful because they're teaching you English lit or business 101. Right? Half of them are in the industry themselves, right? Half of them teach class Monday through Wednesday or Tuesday through Friday, and then go to their own photography studio that they're trying to get off the ground, right? Or their own dance arena. I don't know what it is that it may be, but we're in the information age where this one thing, a cell phone, can put you on game, right? You can get millions of people that follow you off of one viral video, right? You can have overnight success. So the question poses, working for somebody versus not. Shout out to, again, you, Freddie P, heatfactory.com, shout out to Yolanda Williams, creamblends.com. Shout out to Juan Neal for, Loose Cannon Lifestyle. Like, tons of these people that we hit you off with internet that are actually doing and not working the traditional 9 to 5s or 10 to 8s or whatever it is, and working for somebody, they're working for themselves. I wanted to pose a question this night, and Fred, I'll toss it to you.
All right.
First, to jump us off with thoughts on working for somebody versus working for yourself.
Yeah, so like you was alluding to earlier, man, it was set up to where we get a 4-year degree, you come out, you get your job, and then that's it. Like, I feel like that's all we were taught when I was in school coming up. Even my parents, like, yeah, you go to school, you get this job, and that's it. That's what you're supposed to do. But I feel like once I graduated and actually got into that corporate America job and actually got into that 9 to 5, it's like, at that point, it's not all it's cracked up to be. And you get over it way faster because you've been hyped up your whole life to get this one job. And when it's really trash, then it's like, okay,
What now?
I'm not happy at all.
Yeah.
Like, no, this is not what it was cracked up to be. So what now? And then I think we're in this good time and this good period right now where a lot of young black people are starting businesses and, doing their own thing. So when you see that, I mean, that just makes the most sense for you to try that as well. So it definitely, like, when you're at a 9 to 5 and you're working and you have a talent or you're passionate about something, it makes it so hard to sit behind the desk and take crap all day. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
It's just not worth it. You'll get to that point where it's like, I don't need this. If I spent 40 hours investing in me, I'll be where I want to be right now. So once basically hitting that realization and hitting that point, it's like, all right, there's nothing else you can tell me. Now I'd rather invest in myself than doing this dead-end job.
Sure.
That's just how I feel about it.
Conversely, though, it always trips me out when you're on one of these jobs, because we all work in 9 to 5s, shooting our shot, day to day here. But when you go to work, as some people like us, and we daydream and envision getting the fuck out of here, telling old boy to kiss my ass, and walk out the door. But then you look at the coworker next to you who's like, I've been here 37 years. I'm about to collect $63 a month in my pension. Like, dude, why is that? I never got it. I always felt duped with that ever since I was little, with the whole go to school, get a job, and with us being black kids, our schools were shit. They taught us how to go work at Walmart. They didn't really teach us no real skill sets. They trying to teach us how to go work on the line. Like, you work one of them fucking factory jobs, and I don't know how people do it 30, 40 years. Shout out to them. But I feel like you, Fred, there's no way I could sit there and do any kind of piddlywink job ever. You know what I mean? And depending on somebody else to determine how much I'm worth in this world, that's crazy to me.
Right.
Regular ass.
Yeah, I think it's just it's all a mind state. Some people are fine with that. Working. They have a system. They have something in place that it gives them a reassurance. Like, okay, I can provide for my family. I can live this sort of lifestyle. Because not everybody that goes and gets a degree doesn't get a job. I mean, a lot
True.
of most people that get a degree, they make a lot of it. You got doctors, you got lawyers, you got
Fireman, policeman,
operations managers for construction companies, all that stuff. I mean, they making six figures easily. It all depends on what your mind state is. And I think in this day and age, I think it's becoming more of a known thing that people are getting frustrated with just working like regular, like hourly jobs, like at McDonald's or something like that. And it's like, because I think more people are becoming aware of the fact that, like Freddie P said, like you can put that 40 hours into something you want to do and actually enjoy doing it. And if you do it right, you can make money off of it. Versus, I gotta go punch this clock and do something I really fucking hate doing for 40 hours a week. Sometimes 50, 60, 70, 80 hours a week, depending on what season it is or whatever. And most people not feeling it. I think, there's a lot of positive and negative things that come with, I think today people are entitled, like they have this sense of entitlement to everything. Entitlement and sensitive. It's like a lot of that now. Like you can't, I was looking at like the new Dave Chappelle special or whatever, and he was like, man, it's nothing but you can't say shit around here no more. You can't make no jokes. You can't do this because everybody is sensitive. And it's like, I get it, but at the same point, with that being the case, a lot of people are like, you know what? I don't need to work for you. That's why you're seeing all these businesses sprout up and all that stuff, which is a good thing.
That's the American dream.
I don't see why, I can't, go to Fred's spot and spend money with him, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna pick whatever he's selling versus whatever this dude I don't know that ain't about shit, that's been fed the silver spoon and shit and whatever. I'm gonna go with him before I would go with that. You know what I mean? And you got
that brings up a great point though. So let me toss that to you, Fred. That's an awesome point, Tom, because what about those people that say, "Oh, Fred, well, I want to support you, man, but you charging $15 for a hat. You charging $20 for a hoodie.
Who gives a shit?
No, like I need that for like 10. Why can't I buy 2 and get them for like 7? Like
niggas like that kill me.
But what do you
not sorry.
What do you say? But what do you say to that? Because there's people out there that I'm sure have hit you up and been like, "Yo, man, you ain't like Polo. You ain't like this. You ain't like that. So why you trying to tax me? I'm your brother."
Right.
What do you say to that?
No, you're right, man. It's a lot of that. Even family, whatever it may be, try to get that discount just because they know you. But at the end of the day, it's about you setting that standard and setting that brand for yourself. Like, you know what I mean? Honestly, at the end of the day, this is the same quality as Polo. This is the same thing. So, it's just about not bending and not folding, because the one time you give somebody a discount, then the next person going to be looking for it, and the next person. So you can't fold. It's at the end of the day, this is my business and this is what it costs. You just got to stick to that. It is really hard though when you have your boys like, oh, let me get the, but at the end of the day, you just can't. And that's just separating business from everyday stuff. And until you realize that, you won't be successful, because I've been through that. Just giving away free hats and giving away, I've literally been through that phase and realized this is not sustainable for business. I'm spending money out of my pocket to give away a free hat. Like, no, it's not going to be sufficient at the end of the day.
So what do you, that brings up another good point to me. What do you say to those people, right? Because there's some people, like Tom mentioned, that are trying to dissect that and trying to separate, like I said, business from personal, or want to go out and say, yo, I'm supporting somebody else's dream. By me working 40, 50 hours a week, I'm funding someone else's dream. Yeah, I'm getting somewhat of a pay and this, that, and so forth to kind of keep me going, but ultimately I'm funding somebody else's dream. What do you say? Because I thought it's interesting of separating certain friends and even for sure family, sometimes that you have to cut off completely in order to be successful, right? Because there's that old soul food, mama's Sunday shit where it's like, family bring you down worse than whoever, right? So it's like, what do you say to those people where you have to kind of cut off those non-support system people that have been with you for years? Like, that's hard to do, but have you personally had to do that? And what do you think about that in general?
So that is a good point though, because you have to separate it. Like, luckily with my family, Like, it's family at the end of the day. So if you coming to me asking you a discount, more than 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna be straight up with you. Like, no, you're not getting a discount. If you my boy, I'm gonna tell you straight up, like, no, man, this is $20. You gonna go buy this anyway. No, give me my 20.
Right.
I'm gonna tell him just like that. Like,
Right.
no, I can't give you that, bro. This is the same thing. Like, you can't. It's just really being like that that'll get people to realize and take you serious. Because until you do that, if you're giving somebody $5 off, they just gonna think of it in the back of their head like, oh, you're not taking it serious. But until you do that and you get that mindset within yourself first, that's what really matters. Like, realizing that yourself, like, this I'm not going to accept anything less.
I feel like you're not a real friend to me anyway. If you know I'm putting my blood, sweat, and tears into something, and you coming to me asking for shorts, like, bro, you should be honored to give me the money to support.
Yeah.
And we all build together. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
and like
especially-
Tom, it's really good when you have people like that, because then it feels so good. Like, yeah, well, you know, we need more people like that. Like, I'll support you rather than going buy this Gucci or like whatever. Like, we need more people
Fuck
like that,
Gucci.
man.
Yeah, fuck Gucci.
Oh my goddamn nerves with this Gucci.
So Sherm, I mean, to your point, I mean, why aren't more people like that? Not even so much black people, but why aren't people more
in the barrel.
you know,
more
I don't know.
more support? Why don't, especially the ones like we mentioned with Fred that have grown up with you, that are family, that have seen you flourish?
I think that
Why aren't more
because
people
they
like
don't
that?
see you or see the person as a legit. They don't see him as Ralph Lauren. Like,
Yeah.
But why?
I don't know, because, you know, say like real life Ralph Lauren, he's day to day shooting the shit, going to get coffee. Ralph Lauren and his homies, they don't look at him as quote unquote Ralph Lauren, a superstar, fucking clothing designer that can, you know, go to any fashion thing. No, he's probably just Ralph from the block. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I doubt Ralph is from the block.
he probably ain't. He definitely ain't. But he
He
definitely
could be. I don't
He's
know.
from another block.
He could be.
From another block.
He
But
definitely
all
could
I'm
be.
saying is
Right,
his
could be.
close personal people ain't looking at him and going, oh man, this is the megastar Ralph Lauren. Whereas like a Fred Paul, they don't see you as the megastar Fred Paul yet. Freddie P yet they still see you as Fred from the hood trying to hustle.
But it's a
so let me
mindset.
get on and try to take advantage.
But it's a
because
mindset, right?
He ain't where he sees himself in his head yet. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
It's a mindset though of, you know, I'm just trying to gain understanding, right? When you put out a brand, you put out clothing, you put out apparel, like, yo, this is, I think it's dope. Let's put this out to the people. I think the people should rock it. You'll get self gratification from, yo, that's dope. I see somebody with my hat,
Yeah, exactly.
or I see somebody with my hoodie. Like for you right now, that's what it's about. It's just a genuine. Someone took the time in me to post a picture or to say to spend their hard-earned dollar on what I'm doing,
Exactly.
right? To keep you going.
Yep.
Regular ass time. Why is that still? You talked about crab in a barrel. Why is that still just a roadblock with some people? though?
Particularly with black people. This is what I've noticed.
With niggas.
It is, yeah, and it is. It's niggas. This is
Yeah,
the
it
difference
is
between
niggas.
black people
It
and
is,
niggas.
yeah.
These
Hard
are the
R's.
niggas
I'll
I'm talking
agree
about.
with you that.
Yeah, we call them the hard R's. So, you get people like, let's use Juan Neal for example, right?
Shout out to Juan Neal.
Dude is humble as shit. Like, always is willing to help out somebody. All he had, I mean, he has his clothing shit. I mean, it's a consignment shop, but he also has his own shit. That's the main thing of it.
Right.
And it's like, I'll go to his store, and then you'll see all these people come in or whatever. And like, Juan's like automatically, yeah, I got you, man. I'll hook you up. And I'll just sit back. Sometimes I'll just be up there and I'll watch. And I'll be like, most of these people, like, they'll be willing to like offer a discount, but in my mind, I'm like, your shit is that good, you don't have to do that. Like, if these is your people, they should, you know what I mean, pay
They should
for
be
it. You know what I
proud to
mean?
pay
Like,
full price, you know what I mean?
I have
Yeah.
no problem going to him and buying clothes from him, and I'm like, no, stop fucking playing. I don't want your discount. Just take the money. You know what I mean? And even in doing, I was like, all right, fine, whatever. And I sign the shit, and then I add whatever tip, whatever the fuck it is. But it's just like, I think, well, not we, but niggas just want to just use whatever you got. You know what I mean? They want to use it as a connection. They could be like, oh yeah, I know old boy, and he hooked me up, you know, whatever, to make them seem like it's like a status thing.
It's the LL Cool J shit. They want to
Yeah.
be a part of something.
Yeah, and it's like, come on, man, you're not really supporting him, because if he wouldn't give you a discount, you wouldn't buy shit from him. And it's like, I just don't get it. And that goes back to, like I was saying, that crab in the barrel type shit. Like, we can't support our own, which makes zero sense to me. You got other communities, like AZ mentioned on one episode, the Jewish community. Like, they'll only buy from each other.
Right,
That's
yeah.
it. Nobody else. I don't understand why we can't do that. Because there are things. If we were to come together, like you got, for example, I just heard that all of the H&Ms in South Africa closed because motherfuckers was going in there and tearing up their shit.
Oh wow.
And it's just like that's Black power coming together. Like if we could get out that mindset, like everybody's so institutionalized. Like, oh, I gotta have Gucci, I gotta have that Louis shit, because that's social status for me. That means I'm something. Like these niggas is so like hurt inside that they need to feel important by buying all this shit, and it's like,
to be
no,
honest,
it's not about that.
I don't mind if somebody's like super brand specific.
Forward,
yeah, I don't really mind. I guess my only thing with niggas, as you say, we are so in a rush to give our money to motherfuckers that don't give two shits about us. But like when like you just said, a Juan Neal or Freddie P or Yolanda, we look at them and I don't know, scoff our heads, turn our noses, shit like that. That is kind of
you got the same people that'll spend what $3,500 for whatever a belt, a fucking belt for $3,500. You could go somewhere like through Fred or through Juan or Yolanda or DSC or whatever. You know how much money how much that would help them out, and that only stabilizes them being there in that location or wherever they are longer, reinvesting in their brand.
Yeah,
and now you doing something more. If that's the case, okay, well, fucking become an investor in they shit.
So
you know what I mean?
So go ahead.
I was gonna say, and the best part about it is when you do stuff like that, it's a one of one. I'm gonna go to the Heat Factory. It's only me, Fred, and a few other people might have, and that makes it even more dope because it's like, yo, once you go around, people see it and go, who is this? Where's this?
Hence why we created BTF and Blue Tigers.
You know what I'm saying?
You're absolutely right.
So it's all of that element into it too, as to why I think it's just a better idea to support locally. The people that blood, sweat, and tears working with you, they at the grocery store with you. Everything you doing, they doing too, right here, right next to you. So support. I think that is turning around in Detroit a lot.
So this was like a question that was posed to me earlier. Does history repeat itself?
Of course, but what in this context?
Right. Okay, in this context, meaning like history repeating itself with a lot of different facets, right? One being racism, one being classism, right? Like a lot of these different things. We talked about these different quote unquote brands, right? Like we grew up in eras of MJ, eras of Cross Colors, eras of brands, eras of Rockaware, eras of Aniche, eras of Peli Peli, eras of things that, like, when you attain them, they become consumed in you, and you're better because
status symbol,
right? Status symbol, yes, and apparel, like, and we talked about that episodes ago. But like, does history repeat itself in the sense that I said it was more so covered up, right? Like, with the racism is definitely still there. We'll be here long after we're gone and this podcast is gone and our children are born and grandchildren and so on and so forth. I think that it's going to be covered in a different form, right? I personally, like, I think it's just hitting us at different angles, right?
Oh yeah.
The pendulum has to swing, right? How we had this Great Depression and things. I was talking to you guys earlier about the David Letterman special coming up on Netflix, and we're not getting paid by that, but check that out because that's dope. First season was with Obama, and just talking about how when he came into office, shit was fucked up, right? Like, he was dealing with 2 wars and a depression. They left him with shit, right? And in 8 years, he felt good about what he did. And that's not to get on my political shit, but like, you see that pendulum swing, right? Like retail, housing and everything was down, right? It was a seller's market, not a buyer's market, not a seller's market. Like, it has to come back down, right? Like, it's at an all-time high. Now it's got to come back and swing down. And, cats like Freddie P, and why we do this is because of those people putting in their grassroots, hard-earned work, time, effort into hosting events, into putting themselves on the line, like, to already be prepared. Once that hits, it doesn't matter, in my opinion, because you're already going to have that established and no one can take that away from you, which I think is super dope. While everybody else is scrambling and trying to figure out who's what or what's the next this, he's just on his what I've always been. You know what I mean? So Fred, talk about, just maintaining, right? So getting to that point, reaching certain demographics, reaching certain people, reinventing yourself. Talk about the importance of maintaining once you've had this quote unquote success from friends, family members, and outsiders.
Yeah, so I want to take it back to the roots. Like a big reason why I started the Heat Factory was for us, you know, my everyday cousins, my friends. So the Heat Factory being a sneaker company, for us to go to a regular retail space or something like that, we can't afford that. And we're spending all of our money trying to impress each other. We're trying to buy these $200 shoes when we don't have it. So the whole purpose was to create an avenue for us to shop for cheaper, for the things that we want. So we're not going as broke trying to impress, you know what I mean? So I want my prices to be what I would pay, you know, back in the day. Like that's always important to me, is first to hit the demographics of people I can relate to, and I'll try to remember that for the rest of the time. But I feel like that's important. When you get bigger, it's sometimes easy to forget that. Like, oh, I'm supposed to be touching these people, or this is who I created this for. So that's my foundation right there. First is to always, first off, come back home, and then make sure that the people who I feel and I connect with can buy my stuff and can afford it. It's not about anything else. It's about, you know, us first. So, and then it's just, maintaining it it's really hard, man. Like when you've been doing stuff for so long. Nowadays, we're in a phase of like trends and what's hot at this moment, and it's easy for people to forget about. Like even if you had a dope event 2 weeks from now, people won't even remember it. Or, you know, nowadays there's so many trends, there's so much what's new. Every week is something new. You know what I mean? So it's really important to just have a plan every month, plan every week if you can, because you don't want to be a trend where you hide and then it's just gone. So it's important to just basically just plan, man. Like, all right, so I'm planning for next winter right now. So if you don't do that, it's easy to just get, you know, washed away.
In this age of information, and as you say, you got to do something literally every week. Does it get harder and harder and harder to prepare? I mean, okay, week 1 is easy. Week 2 is easy. Week 3 might be a little challenging. Week 16 might be a pain in the ass. You know what I mean? Like, how does that go as you look at the game and watch things go, and literally 2 weeks from now, what's hot today might not be mentioned at all? Like,
you
know.
I think like for one person, that's where it's an impossible task. So that's where having a good team comes into play, because somebody will say idea, you next thing you know, you bouncing off ideas and you got a whole new event. So I think it's important to have that strong team and that strong foundation first, because the ideas will never get old. We're just talking, and next thing you know, that's a whole thing.
How do you get that team? I know for me and my guys here, Blue Tigers Fitted, it's a grounded, long time relationship type thing. How do you get that team though, and getting everybody to lock on to your vision?
Yeah, I believe everything happens when it's supposed to happen. Like when you meet a person that has that right energy, it just all happens. Like for me, it's like you said, long family relationships, people, friends that I've known. It's just like people just happen to end up in the right place at the right time. So I'm a big believer in not forcing things. Like you'll know when it's like, okay, we can work this out. You like shoes, I like shoes. We can make, you know, to me, it's like what comes natural, and just that feeling, that energy you get. Like, this could be a good, you know, this could work, instead of just going to actively searching for something, which it's not a bad thing. But I feel like when you meet that connection, or that where you're supposed to be, you'll know.
How do you maintain the connection? Because
Yes.
you know you can't get everybody sometimes to see your vision. Certain niggas fall off. Certain niggas might.
Well, that's the thing. Is it your vision, or is it their vision, or our vision?
But I'm just saying, like,
if it's a collective, one person's doing it and we all follow, you're probably gonna get a straggler. You know what I'm saying? But if it's a thing,
not trying to get like a mummy emo type shit where niggas just you know.
No, but like you said earlier, what LL said, everybody want to feel a part of something,
right?
But if you're like, yo, come with me, this is what I'm doing, you just helping me. You,
Right.
yourself. Who the fuck are you? You know what I'm saying? No, but if it's, let's go roll with this, we gonna do this, you know, then you're like, all right, cool, I'm down. And it becomes easier and easier especially when everybody's, you know, the visions
and the mindset.
Equal. Yeah.
It is easy though. So when you have that team and you're like, all right, I have the vision, it is easy for someone to get like invested as much as you. Like, okay, no, I think this idea is better than what you're saying. You have that moment where it's like everyone thinks their idea is best, and they're so invested that now it's like, no, you need to listen to me now. So that is hard to deal with. But at the end of the day, with you being the boss and you being, you know, the CEO, or whatever you want to call it, is your decision. You just have to remember that. You just have to be open to, because you might think something is a bad idea right now, but 3 months later you'll think about what they said, like, oh dang, I could use that, or you know, that happens to me all the time. So it's not necessarily shooting people down. It's being receptive, listening to everyone's opinion, then you making that decision, because you're the boss at the end of the day.
Sound like a damn CEO,
Right,
don't
already.
Already. Regular ass town. Final thoughts.
Man, I support each other. I mean, y'all know me by now. If you really listen to the show, I'm all about the supporting each other. I'm the guy that wants to start communities and have our own stores and banks and all that stuff. I'm still
Trying to be
with
farmer
that.
time.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I don't see what's wrong. I'm about to drop a dime on y'all real quick. I don't see what's wrong. Like, they the lottery they just had, the almost 500 million or whatever it was, like a 20-year-old won it, right? Just him by himself, he just won it. And he said, this is what he said. He's gonna do positive things for the world. All that. It's hard for me. This is off subject, but it's hard for me. Like a 20-year-old with, I think he took home 289 million. That's hard when you got 20. That's a whole nother subject.
Was this a white person?
Yeah, it was.
Wait, and the white person said what?
He's gonna do positive things.
Yeah, he's gonna build one
But
of
anyway,
David
no matter
Koresh's
who you are, when you got that much money and you only 20,
that's hard. Yeah,
that's hard.
Good luck.
So anyway,
Hookers
but all
and
I'm
cocaine.
saying, like,
Good
I don't
luck with
see,
Hookers and cocaine.
all my people that listen to this and
Yeah.
that's willing to invest. Here's an idea, right? So you have Highland Park, okay? It's torn down. It's whatever it is. Just imagine if you had the black bottom back in the day. That was a forced thing. It wasn't, but just imagine having a new Renaissance period where we all bought Highland Park and put businesses in Highland Park, invested parks, stores, mall, whatever in Highland Park, and made it, a thing. You know what I mean? Until people can have that kind of mindset, like, okay, we need to support each other. It's always going to be a challenge, man. Especially in Detroit.
Yeah.
Especially in Detroit, where everything is about what's hot. Like, got a stunt on somebody. You know what I mean? Like, you wearing Cardis on the bus.
I will say,
shit like that. That's Detroit. But I will say, a lot of the people I know, a lot of friends I've come to know from the podcast or whatever, I know at least 3 people that have literally quit their job and to start something. And it's working. Like, it's literally, like, it's working. They're either making, it may not be a lot of money, but they're matching whatever they were doing. And even if not, it's their money. It's something they want to do. They're happy to do it. It's not like you going slaving for somebody like, man, I fucking hate this job.
Right.
I shout out to anybody who steps out the lane and says, I'm quitting my 9 to 5, because it's hard to break your comfort zone. It's real hard. So shout out to anybody who's got the balls to do it and a plan to do it and, the means to do it, because all things, like Fred said, shit's got to line up. Time's got to be right for you to do anything. So if you're able to step out and do it and be successful, more power to you.
And don't be stupid, though. Everybody don't go out just quitting your job. You got shit to do.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, bills got to be paid.
Yeah.
Make sure your bills is paid. Don't do that. That's not what we're saying at all.
Right.
Yeah, no, we like the pursuit of passions, but don't be stupid.
Right.
We don't like ignorance here.
Right.
At the VTF show.
Don't be coming like, last time you said quit my job. Now I'm sleeping on the streets.
Said I can make as much.
Nah, that's your problem.
Pay Cobra price.
Right. That's your problem, not mine.
Yeah.
It's a soup shop over there.
Nah, I gotta pay Cobra prices. Scumbag Sharm. Closing words.
Nah, I got none, man. Like I said, man, if anybody's out here, believe in yourself. First and foremost, if you don't have a mind state, it's not gonna happen. So start with that and let it see where it takes you. You know what I'm saying?
Click your heels 2 times and wish you were in
You never know.
Was it Kansas? Was that where it was at?
what was the place where Dorothy went though?
I don't know.
Oz.
Oz?
That's
Oh.
where she
And
went.
not HBO's Oz.
Oh God! I hope. Could you imagine Dorothy in it? Oh God!
Getting anally
Oh,
raped,
God.
getting
That would
anally raped by Adabisi.
That
and
would be
shit.
so
a
bad.
whole different kind
Oh
of
my
show.
God! That's a whole different
Swastikas
dynamic.
is something else. Be careful of what Oz
God.
you go to.
Yeah.
That was
What
so
did the bitch
bad.
say when she clicked her heels?
There's
I
no
don't
place like
remember.
home.
There's
Oh,
no
yeah,
place
yeah,
like
yeah,
home.
that's what- But it was Kansas, right? Or was it
Yeah,
Arkansas?
Kansas is red glitter shoes.
That's stupid.
And then the bitch from the Muffet Babies with the socks got the house thrown on her.
That's a fucking stupid ass
Remember?
story. No, I don't.
Muppet Babies. Who was that, by the way? It's just
Muppet
weird.
Babies.
Nanny?
Yeah, Nanny. And she had fucking Gonzo, who's an alien, and a bear, and the pigs.
Oh, Was it Fuzzy? Fozzie?
Fozzie.
Fozzie.
Waka
Fozzie
Waka.
Bear, yeah.
Fozzie Bear, right?
Yeah, that's
Waka
nice.
Waka waka waka.
Yeah.
Fozzie
What the
Bear.
fuck weird ass show was that?
Muppet Babies.
Yeah, Jim Henson. Fuck you.
Yeah, rest in peace to the great Jim
Oh, damn, he
Henson.
dead.
Ain't no great
Been
nigga.
dead.
Shit.
I don't follow these things.
Rest in peace to Bob Ross, nigga.
Shit, I-
1990.
Nigga, I've been grown for a minute now. I don't pay attention to that shit.
Bob Ross taught me more how to paint birds and shit and trees. More so than
motherfucker with
Jim
that fro,
Henson.
right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Shout out to Bob Ross.
Is he alive too?
Fuck Jim Henson. No, Bob Ross died.
Damn!
Bob Ross is also passed.
Bob Ross had a squirrel though. And he kept it
A
as pet.
squirrel?
That nigga came out of his pocket like, I'm gonna show you, Mr. Squirrel. And the nigga held it like a
It
squirrel.
was real?
It was a real ass.
Oh, get the fuck
Bob
out
Ross
of
is on Netflix. Encourage you to know your history, internets.
here.
Freddie
What?
P. Final words.
I've learned so much.
Those last 5 minutes, boy. I
Right.
swear.
Final
Jesus.
words.
Final words.
Man, the Heat Factory experience. Come out, have a good time. Every hour is lit, man. You're going to have a lot of fun. Come eat, come drink, BYOB, do everything you want, man. January 20th at the Fire House Loft. That's 16075 Hamilton Ave in Highland Park, Michigan. Follow us at _theheatfactory.com _ on Instagram. You never know what's going to happen leading up to this event. We might drop some more news. We may not. And I mean, why not? If you come with the maybe coupon code Blue Tigers Fitted, maybe we'll give you $5 off, $10 off.
Damn.
So you got to be listening to get that
Listen.
one more time for you. You
Oh.
come when you're checking out, use the coupon code Blue Tigers Fitted. Get $5 off your purchase.
There it is. Internets, love yourself.
Yep.
Love yours. In the
Love
word-
your own.
In the words of J. Cole. I have nothing positive to say.
Well, let's not let you say anything at all.
That is not good. Show's over.
Thanks for being honest there.
I just want to shout out Freddie P, man, and thank you for spending your time, man, with us on the Blue Tigers Fitted Show. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you're here with us, and I appreciate that. And that's January 20th, man. Go check out the Heat Factory experience. Grab a crew neck, grab a hoodie, grab a T-shirt, man. Support Black-owned businesses. And again, this is the Blue Tigers Fitted Show. We're out.
Chill.
Peace.
Peace.